Okay, welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to... What? Whatever. System, whatever you say. Now, this is the point, after doing some research and watching other people play it, where I differed. See, last time we chose top option. We'll have a better shot at this if we work it from both ends. And that's where it decided to go, nope, you're not going any further, you just start again, bitches. But other people have gone, I'll be careful, because I just want to help my friend. So let's see what happens.
Alright, fine. I'll get you into the damn department.
Yay, it worked!
Just be careful, okay?
Can do.
I know you think I'm just being paranoid, but the city is tense right now.
Yes, with one double A on the loose.
With the protests and everything going on, you might be poking around in a hornet's nest.
Meh, I'll take some spray. We'll be right.
Get a weapon of some kind and stay safe. I still care about you.
Oh. I'll be careful.
You do that. I'll radio ahead to the bot of the place. Let me know what you find out. Alright, I'd better get out of here. Hey you, Froyo guy. Come along to the station and we'll get this report filed.
Who, me? But I've gotta attend my stand.
Your stand is all fucked up, dude.
What the crap? It's not going anywhere, and the robot I posted will make sure nobody messes with the crime scene.
Yes, ma'am.
Later. I'll be in touch.
You got told, dude. Okay. We will skip straight back to Hayden's apartment. We gain access. Look at Hayden's door. Use Hayden's door.
Halt, citizen. This area has been cordoned off by the Neo SF Police Department as
Oi.
part of ongoing investigations.
No, we got clearance. Let me through.
I apologize for the inconvenience, but I am not authorized to allow anyone to enter this location.
I can go through. You've been told. Now behave.
One moment, citizen, while I verify Detective Rivers' authorization. Authorization obtained.
Thank you.
Good luck with your investigation, citizen. I caution you to restrict your observations to the visual, though, as there has not been an officer in to check the scene personally.
Odd, but anyway.
What?
Whoa. That's not how it was last time we were here. What the fuck?
Oh no. No. Our apartment. My home. Who could have done this? Why?
It was made to look like a burglary. To cover someone's tracks. Someone came back looking for the chip or whatever it was that we took. And they didn't like that. So they've made it look like a burglary. Those tags look like Human Revolution graffiti.
What does the human revolution want with Hayden?
I think it's a setup, personally. I'm guessing this is a setup. You know, double bluff type thing, so it's not really them. It's meant to look like them.
Why would they break our things? I don't know what to do. This place, these items, they're all I have of Hayden.
Well, not anymore.
What if he's gone for good? What will I do if we can't find him? This was all I had left.
Well, I guess you'll have to move on. Just like the rest of us. Don't worry, Turing. We'll find him.
You're right. I apologize for the emotional outburst.
It's understandable. That would be rather distressing.
Well, let's look around and see if we can find the data cache in all this mess.
Wait, we didn't take it with us? Oh, well, that was stupid.
We don't have time to waste on my histrionics.
Look, his computer's missing. And the broken headphones, they're missing. They took almost everything electrical, apart from the TV, which is smashed. What's that? Torn up plant. Brutal. Someone took the time to methodically shred the poor plant. Broken window. Here is marred by graffiti and splintered glass. Tech scum graffiti.
I think you're right about this being human revolution propaganda, but Hayden is an unlikely target.
No, like I said, I think this is a setup.
I know they don't like Parallax because they think advanced technology in general is bad, but they spend most of their time going after hybrids and cyborgs.
It's just stupid people not wanting to learn about new things.
I'll run some deep meshnet searches and see if anything turns up.
Careful on the deep mesh. Scary things on the deep mesh. Busted TV. A ROM piece has been embedded in the high-res screen. Pure. Humanity has changed rapidly in the last century. Hybridization of the human genome and cybernetic augmentation has, in the human revolution's viewpoint, diluted the purity and strength of the species. Although I would think personally that it would do the opposite. You splice your DNA with an animal and do it correctly, you get the best of both worlds. Torn up plant, broken window, graffiti. There's nothing else here. Oh, hang on. Empty desk. The desk has been ransacked and tagged with spray paint.
I think the data cache is gone.
Yes, it has.
We've searched everywhere, and it just isn't here. I hate to return to Tomcat empty-handed, but this leaves us twisting in the wind. Perhaps they can point us in a new direction.
Maybe.
The data cache is no longer our main objective, but it would be nice to know where it is and why it was taken.
To learn the secrets of Parallax! Expose them for the evil corporation that they are! Or
I
some
wonder
such
what the
nonsense.
human revolution would need the data cache for anyway.
They don't! It's whoever did this, making it look like the human revolution. There, look! There's someone's framing human revolution.
That's a distinct possibility.
Thank you! That's what I've been saying.
I just don't have enough personal experience with the human revolution to give you an honest answer.
Well, no, you wouldn't.
The information on the meshnet is extremely conflicting and desperately polarized.
Well, yes, it's the net. That's what it is.
Some of it paints them as neo-druid nature lovers, other parts as bigots stuck in the past.
Yes. Two sides of the coin.
Perhaps we could... Hey! What's wrong? No!
Damn. Okay. Hello. Aha, chapter 2. Chinatown Hospital. Trophy earned. Blackout. Okay, notification, go away. Thank you. Oh, hello, Turing. What happened?
Thank goodness you're finally awake.
On the monitor, it says okay. That's a nice touch.
spent the past 30 minutes calculating the odds of you being indefinitely incapacitated or immobilized.
Creepy, Turing. Creepy.
I'm relieved to find my pessimism was misplaced and that you appear to be okay.
Doesn't mean that our character is okay, though. You should never judge a book by its cover. Didn't Hayden teach you that? Oh, more agonizing than usual. Man, that's unnecessarily cruel. What happened? My head's killing me.
Someone ambushed us at the apartment. After you collapsed, my power systems were jammed by whoever attacked us.
Did they invade your software?
It took me 2 minutes to reboot and call an ambulance.
2 minutes? That's a lot of time.
When we left, I noticed they had done the same thing to the NSFPD ROM that was standing post. It takes a lot of power to crash one of those, even temporarily. Serious military hardware like that is difficult to obtain, but that type of non-lethal electrical field would interrupt my systems as well. Likely a mil-spec neuro-scrambler.
Sounds expensive. Why did they attack us and just leave?
If we walked in on them while they were searching the apartment for Hayden's files, I can understand them stunning us to make their escape.
But we were there first, so...
But the probability that they're actually after me, or rather the research behind my creation, seems high.
Then why didn't they take you?
Leaving me when I was so vulnerable makes no sense.
Exactly, Who do you think did this?
I now believe my original hypothesis to have been correct.
What, human revolution?
Hayden must have been kidnapped by a powerful organization looking to get control of his research.
So not human revolution.
Trashing our apartment may have been a cover for the theft of the data cache we were looking for.
That's what I was telling you all along, dude. Well, of course they'd recognize him. Well, maybe not, if they don't do some serious research. But that probably makes more sense.
A reasonable deduction. But if they don't yet have Hayden's research, we may still have time to rescue him before something really bad happens.
Which means the data cache wouldn't have helped us anyway. Maybe. Did you see who it was?
No, I didn't. They assaulted us from behind, and nothing showed up on my optics before I was disrupted. They either had cloaking of some kind, or were extraordinarily careful while making their way into the apartment. My optics, while not top of the line, are better than an off-the-shelf ROM's, and I should have been able to detect any thermal changes from someone being there.
Ooh, thermal camouflage.
Oh, before I forget, here are your belongings. The nurses had me hold on to them for you until you awoke. Here's your ID card. Don't lose this again.
No. That's not what we'd want.
Here are those headphones you reviewed.
Thank you. We can use them to listen in on things.
I noticed the article on your computer before. Good job getting published.
Yay, we got published. It worked. Woo! That means we got some money in the bank.
Oh, and here's your spoiled milk.
You never know. It may come in handy. Throw it in someone's face or something.
Luckily, the hospital staff didn't find your carrying of a carton of spoiled milk around to be a cause for concern.
Should have done. Not a very reliable hospital if it didn't.
And finally, here's your commemorative glass of water that you got from Alfie. Looks like it got broken.
Aww.
Now all we have is this broken commemorative glass.
Broken glass. We can throw that in someone's face.
Also, your bag got wet.
Well, a broken glass of water in the bag will do that.
You're right. You wouldn't want to cut yourself.
No, but someone else maybe. See, don't give us that option, do you, game? We could have
Just
used
let me
that.
know when you want to leave.
Excuse me. Are you talking about Hayden Weber?
Who the fuck are you? And how do you know Hayden? Talk to the Medicomp. How are things, Medicomp?
Everything is okay.
That was cool. Turing window. Locked, but you dig the warmth from the sun. Sweet. Now who the fuck are you?
Sorry for being a nosy Nancy. Hayden's an old friend of mine, and this sounded all too familiar.
Really? Has this happened before?
Has anything happened to him?
I don't think we should tell you a shit. Who are you?
Of course. I've not yet introduced myself.
No, you haven't.
My name is Dr. Yannick Fairlight, and I'm the founder and former CEO of System 1 Software, now owned by Parallax.
He is telling the truth, at least as far as I can intuit from information on the meshnet.
Anyone can do that, though. It's just memorizing
And
bit of
I do
information.
recall Hayden mentioning a Dr. Fairlight, at least once in passing at some point.
That doesn't mean it's him.
See, I don't bite.
I don't trust you.
I hate to be the one to tell you, but privacy screens are hardly soundproof. However, if this situation concerns us both, perhaps we can help each other.
I don't trust you. Go away.
I won't press you for
Shoo.
details, but perhaps I could be of some assistance.
No, I don't want your assistance. We'll do just fine without you. Piss off.
I remember my association with Hayden fondly, and I'd be happy to help in any way I can.
How about financially? You can be my financial backer in this investigation, but that's it. Now go away. What are you doing here?
The chair you find me in is an advanced diagnostic and life support run. Its development is one of my hobbies, so to speak.
So you're making your own life support system.
It monitors my vitals and administers medications as necessary to keep my body stable. I likely would have perished long ago without it, or at least would have been severely bedridden. It requires frequent maintenance, and I'm here to have it examined. There's a particular fellow at this hospital who is the only one I trust to run the correct diagnostics and fine-tune things to my exact needs.
Convenient. It just happened to be when we're
the
there.
same way you might get your car serviced, making sure everything's in check. It's too integral to my health to count on just luck.
Yeah, so say you, but that could all be just fake.
Unfortunately, many critically injured patients were rushed into surgery all at once, and my appointment has been pushed back. The hospital administrators placed me here with a resting patient so as not to be disturbed by the chaos outside.
See, this just sounds all too convenient to me.
I don't think they expected you to awaken quite as quickly as you did.
Hang on, you said former CEO.
Ah, yes. As I've mentioned, Parallax acquired my company, System 1 Software. I accepted a CTO position, and additionally served on Parallax's board for several years.
CTO? I know CEO is Company Executive Officer. Could be Company Tertiary Officer, maybe? Technical Officer?
The other directors and I had a difference of opinion about the direction the organization should take.
That's not hard to do.
The non-centralized data scheme for most ROMs used today seemed ludicrous at the time. We were playing with fire. Dangerous, morally ambiguous fire. And well, we hadn't invented a bucket of water.
Oh dear.
So when Parallax's servers were destroyed by hobbyist hackers, well,
shit went loose.
needless to say, it was a PR nightmare. Everything halted until we could get the damage fixed. And since the security work that goes into maintaining the integrity of near-impenetrable meshnet is astronomically expensive,
You got laid off.
we had our share of disagreements. In the end, I was voted off the board and they went on without me.
Because you were the one disagreeing with them. So you make waves, you get washed away.
Do I have hard feelings? Of course, who wouldn't? In the end, though, it really doesn't matter. I'm an old rich man with enough hobbies to last the next 2 decades.
How did you meet Hayden?
Hayden and I made our acquaintance when the two companies first underwent the merger. At the time, he was a young, hotshot researcher working in the search data correlation sector. He was assigned to find the best ways to integrate Parallax's own collection and analysis tools into System 1's LIPS operating system. He was a bit much to handle at times, honestly, but I admired his passion for the subject.
Really? Do you know anything about Hayden's research by any chance?
His research? No, not so much. I remember at the time he had interest in advanced machine sapience. Now that is the realm of science fiction.
Not necessarily.
He once showed me a prototype of his. She was quite clever, very convincing, but you could tell she did not contain the spark of life.
She? Ooh.
I assume that you are another of his creations.
Yes, I am. I'm sorry, I didn't introduce myself. My name is Turing.
And he is Walker. I.e. me.
Did you say she?
Ah, yes. She was quite insistent on that fact over the course of my conversation with her. Hayden said that she had picked out the color for her casing herself. Pastel pink.
Pretty.
Still, I must assume you are far more advanced than she, if you're spearheading the search for your creator. Perhaps I should have had more faith in Hayden's little hobby.
Yes, true artificial intelligence is a hobby. Sure.
Do you know what became of her, or where she might be now? Hayden has told me so little of his past research.
I'm sorry, Turing. It was a long time ago, and I'm afraid my memory is not what it used to be.
Convenient.
any of my contacts in Parallax make mention of your erstwhile sibling, I'll pass it on to you.
Thank you, Dr. Fairlight.
Let me ask about something else.
Of course. Ask away.
How can you help?
I can think of a few ways. I still have some contacts in Parallax and can put out some quiet feelers. Maybe they'll know something.
Maybe.
I will admit, I don't have much to offer until there's more information. Is there anything you can tell me? I'd like to help in any way I can.
No, there isn't, because we don't know much.
What did you find at Hayden's apartment?
Graffiti.
The first time we went, nothing. But when we went back to extract his computer's data cache,
Shh! Don't mention that!
the place had been pillaged, and the Human Revolution had spray-painted slogans all over our walls. Hayden's computer was gone, and we were assaulted. And now we're here, injured and losing our trail with each passing second. We're still frustratingly in the dark and running out of time. I fear Hayden is slipping out of reach. I am failing him.
I'm very sorry to hear that. I wish I could do more. Hayden's company was most enjoyable.
Now, the big question. What do you want?
What do I want? It would be nice to be young again. Play the darling of the company, court prince and pauper alike. But right now, someone I grew very fond of is in great danger. I simply wish to see Hayden home again, safe.
It's been very interesting speaking to you, Dr. Fairlight.
Yes, I guess it has. Turing, are you sure we can trust him?
I don't think we have any choice.
Shit.
If I'm looking into this on my own, you might as well benefit from it. We both want the same thing, yes? It's up to us to seize opportunity when it appears.
I suppose. I can't argue with that.
I think I have a lead for you two that will prove most useful.
You could have mentioned this before.
You said you found Human Revolution slogans spray-painted on the walls?
I still maintain it's a cover. It's a setup.
I am acquaintances with the man leading the current Human Revolution protests at the Genus Clinic.
Well, that's convenient.
His name is Brian Mulberry. After an introduction from me, he may be willing to shine some light on that particular event.
Maybe.
No, not in this lifetime. Even if I so desired, I don't think they would approve much of my work. While Mr. Mulberry and I were associated with each other once, it was before he joined the Human Revolution. I find their methodology too aggressive, and their stated goals dangerously backwards. While I pushed for careful deployment of technology after the Parallax System 1 merger, I am no caveman. After all, I'd likely be dead without the advanced technology that goes into this chair.
Caveman. Interesting terminology you use, dude. How do you know it's Brian Mulberry?
Well, when I exited Parallax, I sought out like-minded individuals. We worked together to prevent a full deployment of the MeshNet system. Brian Mulberry was one such person. We did not succeed in our efforts, obviously.
Clearly.
Come to think of it, that event might have been what prompted Brian to take a more radical stance against technology. But yes, our motivations aligned for one brief time, and I gained his respect from it. Hopefully, that can be useful for you.
We shall be polite, and thank you for helping us out.
I will send a message downstairs to my assistant, Leon Decker. He will hand you one of my cards to prove your association with me to Mr. Mulberry. Make sure you speak to him before you leave.
Fair enough. I shall do that.
Meantime, I'll get in touch with some other individuals I know and try to find out any other information about Hayden that I might be able to pass on to you.
That may or may not be useful. See, an operation like that, no matter what organization it's from, would be on a need-to-know only basis. And if you put out feelers asking about it, then you're letting the people involved know that you know, and that makes you a target. So just watch yourself.
I'll be in contact. It was a pleasure meeting you both.
I'm sure. But what about the other question we still had? We had another main question to ask him. Oh, damn it. We should get going.
Ah, of course. Please, do not let me delay you any further. Good luck, Turing. I don't think Hayden's faith in you is misplaced. You are an impressive piece of technology.
Thank you, Dr. Fairlight. We'll be in touch. Should I call downstairs to have you discharged?
Yeah, may as well. Let's get out of here.
You are one lucky dog.
Woof.
Didn't I tell you to be careful? Do you get it now?
They don't fucking blame me, they came up from behind.
I can't be around to pull your ass out of the fire all the time anymore. I don't even know how I would have handled the Board of Inquiry or your sister if you'd actually been hurt.
So you still talk to her then? That's nice.
I'm sorry, Detective Rivers. Our assailant got the drop on us due to my negligence and lack of technical prowess. This is all because of my failure. Blame me. It's my fault.
No.
Sure,
Come on.
because the robot fresh off the assembly line is going to know how to handle this kind of thing better than the supposedly hard-boiled journalist you're carting around.
Exactly.
Well, to be honest, Detective Rivers, I think I'll tell you the whole truth, since my friend here trusts you.
Yes, we do.
Keep it under your hat, though, metaphorically. I am no ordinary ROM, but actually a prototype designed to be the first fully sapient machine. I suspect creating me is the main factor behind Hayden's disappearance, beyond his day-to-day research for parallax. My name is Turing.
Whew. Okay. Hi, Turing.
Be nice, lady.
Well, that is a damn bigger problem than you first let on, huh, old pal?
Yes.
The first machine sapient. People are gonna have things to say about that. Especially the human revolution. Ugh. This is exactly what I wanted to avoid.
Well, now you know my world.
You sure know how to get yourself dropped in the drink.
Fucking blame Hayden. Not me.
Just get it together, both of you. I don't want you to get hurt, and it sounds like you're stumbling into a really dangerous situation.
Yeah, well.
Plus, I'm starting to think that you were right.
That clang is the blinds behind me.
Someone higher up in the department is trying to delay any search into Hayden's disappearance. Here's the story. Apparently, the investigations you ran into this morning were about the lock on the apartment door being reported broken by a neighbor. The building couldn't reach Hayden, so they went ahead and got it fixed on their own, but the NSFPD sent a bot to check things out and guard the place for a while afterward, right?
Supposedly.
Standard procedure, treating it as a break-in. Have someone there for when Hayden shows up. Obviously, you and I know there's a bigger story. But when I filled out the missing person report, I was informed in no uncertain terms that I am to wait an entire 48 hours before I can upgrade the existing case. Why? Just on the off chance the door being busted and Hayden being missing are unrelated and my search screws something up for the completion of the break-in report.
Convenient.
As if. There's a problem if you're so by the book you're getting paper cuts. And that was before all of this happened. The chief's not happy about whoever took the bot out. That's who they're after now. They won't even care if Hayden never shows.
Today's assault and the vandalization of our apartment will only make the entire situation more confusing and sensitive for the police.
Which is the whole point.
There's too many moving parts to piece anything together, and it's not fun trying to argue with the bureaucrats that one thing happened over another. These little incidents of smashing shit and spray paint sound more like Froyo Stand 2.0 to them than a serious abduction.
And I suppose I won't be very useful as a witness to the kidnapping without explaining the makeup of my being to the entire department, which will only scandalize things further. Darn it all.
Exactly. So, we're going to keep this hush-hush like we've been doing and do things on our own.
Look, it's not being squashed completely, so I don't think anyone's been bought. But until there's undeniable proof Hayden was taken by force, they're gonna care more about the poor doorknob and some paint on the walls than him being missing. Which means somebody definitely has some influence. Enough to buy themselves time by forcing me to follow protocol to a T. Not that I will, but I'm gonna have to keep things quiet.
Exactly.
It sounds like it's going to be up to us.
Yeah, so stop messing around.
Yes, ma'am.
There's certainly a story here, but if you keep botching your moves, you'll blow it. I'd really rather you not be involved at all, but I know that isn't gonna happen at this point.
So don't try.
I've got a bad feeling people are gonna end up dead over this. I don't want you to be one of them, buddy.
Well, I will listen to your death instincts, but that's about it.
And I really don't want to be the one making that call to your sister. Please.
Well, I don't want to be on the receiving end of that call either, so... or any part of it. I'm sorry, Lexi. I'll be careful, I promise.
Yeah, I know. Just here.
Ooh! We got a taser. Woohoo!
Take this. Use it if you have to.
Is this the same thing we got hit with?
It's not. This is a medium-range electrolaser pistol.
Sweet.
It uses a low-power laser to create a channel of ionized gas to complete a circuit between the gun and the target, then discharges a considerable amount of current into the air.
Neat.
Think of it as a wireless taser of the older variety. This is a more suitable personal defense weapon, and it is legal to carry in the OSF without a license.
Nice.
The neural scrambler we were attacked with uses a powerful electromagnetic field to disrupt electrical signals in the target's nervous system.
Ouch.
That's far more dangerous and prone to be permanently damaging to the target. You got lucky.
And lethal.
I told you to get a weapon, bet you didn't, so I picked it up on the way here. Be smart with it.
Oh, you mean I'm gonna go zapping random people? Just to see if it works? Oh well. Anyway, thank you. I hope I won't need it, but thank you.
Me either. I'll be in touch if I find anything out, but don't hold your breath. My superiors are gonna keep leaning on me to do nothing. Back to the grind, I guess. See ya. Stay safe.
You too.
Thank you for your time, Detective Rivers. You should talk to the receptionist and formally check out before we go anywhere.
Ah,
We should also look for Dr. Fairlight's assistant, Mr. Decker. He should be somewhere around.
that's probably him standing in the brown suit. But I will leave that for next episode. Thank you for joining me today. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. We do daily gameplay videos. I respond to all comments. I'd love you to join the family. And until next time, stay safe, stay beautiful, and keep flying. It may not be much, but to some that's enough. Bye!